So many of you may have heard about the iPro fiasco. And if you haven't, well, there's a large brokerage based out of Brampton, Ontario, employed about 2,600 realtors, and under their usual auditing comes from Real Estate Council of Ontario, the usual audit process. They discovered that over $10 million was missing out of the trust fund account. For those of you who don't explain what that means, a trust fund account is just that. It's money that's put into trust for the closing of various different properties. So when I go and purchase a property from somebody and they're selling through iPro, I would give a deposit against the future purchase of that property. It might be $250,000, $100,000, etc. And that money sits in the account safe as can be until one of two things happens. And the most likely of those two things is myself and the seller sign a mutual release, and that releases the money into the pool of money that goes to the seller, and everybody is happy. This is a trust fund. It is an escrow fund. Money is supposed to sit there and not be moved or touched by the buyers, the sellers, and certainly not the brokerage. However, it looks like in the iPro situation, money was being moved around. In fact, moved and then not found. So let me tell you, I once worked for a brokerage where this was happening, and the owner of the brokerage was caught. The brokerage was put out of business. Many people employees did not get paid. The people who have their monies in these trust accounts, it's all insured. They're fine. They're going to get their money back. And the real estate agents who worked for their commissions will likely get 70 cents on the dollar, but most people get paid. The people who don't get paid, unfortunately, are the people who most need it. Usually it's the front desk staff, the marketing people, the cleaners, these type of thing, and probably the landlords as well. But anyway, how this usually happens, folks, is it's not that somebody walked in and said, hey, I'm just going to steal these people money, and off they went to the Caribbean. That's not usually how this goes down. What usually happens is the organization's up and running and things start to slow down, and there isn't enough money left in the business to pay the employees, to pay the rent, to pay, etc. But the owner, who's scrambling now to keep his business alive and his hopes and his dreams, sees this big pool of money sitting over here in that trust account. It's not his money, but he sees it and he has access to it. And he thinks, well, you know what? I'll just borrow a little money from there this month, and then next month we'll catch up and I'll make it all good. And away we go. Everything will be fine. And then it's not fine. The next month is worse than the first. And so it goes. And the spiral goes down. And until this person's now caught. They're caught in a really bad situation where they're putting good money after bad. In fact, other people's good money after bad. And then this, of course, is now a criminal enterprise. People will go to jail. People will get fined. They will get caught. The people whose money was stolen will be reimbursed. It's all insured, folks. Don't worry about that. But it is a horrible thing, and it's a horrible look for our industry. I've lived it. It's not a good feeling. It's a real sense of deception. But folks, this is not the way most brokerages work. We have one of the safest countries in the world for trading real estate, buying and selling. Your money is secure, I assure you.